Whenever a legendary creature has an ability that directly synergizes with a game action that you will always be taking, you know it's going to be absurdly powerful. But when it's landfall, it just gets to a whole other level. Let's do a deck doctor. If you'd like me to go ahead and take a look at your commander deck, go ahead and comment the commander down below, and then go to my profile, click on the link, and fill out the deck doctor submission form. For my first cut in this deck, I'm cutting 2 basic forests because you've already got 31, and with all the land searching effects you have, you don't need to have quite that critical mass. And I am going to replace that with everyone's favorite modern band land combo, Dark Depths and Thespian Stage. Essentially, Thespian Stage copies Dark Depths without the counters, and you just get the massive beater. My next cut is Dryad Arbor, mostly for if you're playing at more competitive tables, because if you play Dryad Arbor as your land for turn, and then someone swords it or paths it, that's just a bad feeling. And I'm going to replace that with Field of the Dead, because this, in this deck, is going to do a lot of work to make sure that you have creatures to attack with on top of the ones you're getting from your commander. My next cut is Terramorphic Expanse. I understand why you're doing this, it's a fetch land, but you already have the outlooks from Streets of New Capenna, and I just think that Nykthos is going to do some real work for you if your commander gets removed, or for some of the really high mana intensive items that you have in the deck. And my last cut is Conduit of Worlds. This may seem odd, but you already have Ramunap Excavator and Crucible of Worlds in the deck, so the redundancy is a little bit high on that effect. Also, in a big mana deck, you don't necessarily want to be limiting how many spells you can play. I would play this more in a green X deck than just a straight mono green deck. And I'm going to replace that with Elvish Reclaimer because this is a very solid 1-drop in this deck, and it turns into a good blocker as you start to fill up your graveyard.